Claim the Fame is brought to you tonight by Miss Ebony International and Finesmith Designs.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome to another edition of Claim the Fame here on Metaverse TV. If you're watching it live, hello. If you're watching the recording, hello as well. Yeah, so welcome. This is episode 11 of the show. We've got 5 contestants left, and after today, we shall have 4 left as we edge closer and closer to the final in July. So, here we are again. The theme for this week's show with the designers is steampunk. And if I quote Wicker Merlin from last week, the real steampunk. The real steampunk. So we're going to be seeing, hopefully, the real steampunk today. Let's go over to see our 3 judges. We've got Wicker Merlin, as always. Hello, Wicker. How are you this week?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
So, the real steampunk. I'm gonna keep saying that all day. I'm gonna be going the real. Okay, so
I was asked a lot of times, what's the real steampunk?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. So for those who were thinking about asking Wicker what the real steampunk was, but didn't get an answer or didn't ask, please tell us, what is the real steampunk?
I saw a lot of steampunk title stuff in Second Life, and it was just like mohawks or just like Victorian outfits with dockers or something. But they're almost all the mechanical parts, all the hats where some gadgets coming out, or even the monocles that are very, very characteristic. Then they had those metal wing stuff or metal parts with I don't know how these little things are called that are in the old clocks, for example. Stuff like that. It's very mechanical and very much metal stuff.
Very good. So hopefully we'll see a bunch of that today then.
I hope so.
Good. Alrighty, thank you, Wicker. Now we have this week's guest judge. Last week we had Lilybeth Filth from True Textures, and this week, well, what can I say? We've got one of the coolest people on the grid, one of the nicest voices, and you will all agree, on the grid. She's Miss Virtual World Academy CEO. She's the manager of the Casablanca Hotel. She's the manager of the Bustle Boulevard Shopping Sims. She is, well, she's just everything, really. She's also one of the best models on the grid too. Blackbarbie Bravin, hello.
Hi Eddie, thank you.
You're a fan of the show, so I know you've watched some of the shows. So from watching the shows previously, what do you think of the designers that are still in the competition? What do you make of it so far?
Well, I'm definitely excited for the ones that are still in competition, but what I think I've taken away most is watching them develop and where they started and how far they've come. So I'm very excited to be here. It's been a very huge, impressive effort.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Bobby. Welcome to the show. And of course, as always, we have our male judge, Tatanka Kaligawa. Hello, Tatanka. How are you this week?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. And I see you've dressed in the theme, as you always do. Looking very good again this week. So, steampunk then. Tell us what your expectations are of the 5 contestants for this week's theme, because it's kind of a difficult one, really.
Well, today, as I was looking for an outfit for the evening, it was quite difficult to find a good one. There are a lot of nice steampunk buildings out there, but you can find very less good clothes. So I hope they bring up some very good things, and especially for the male. You can find out there's some female stuff, but very less male stuff. So I hope they come with a good collection of male steampunk things.
Awesome. Well, thank you, judges. Let's give a big shout out to our sponsors today of the show, IMA Modeling Agency, Fine Smith Designs, and Miss Ebony International. Now, before we bring out the designers today, I want to tell you about two things that we're going to be doing differently on this show today. Two things. So, first one is usually, if you're a regular viewer of the Claim of the Fame show, you will know that we go to one judge and then to Tanker. Well, this week we're going to start going to all three judges. So all three judges, fingers crossed, no crashes, Wicker, will be able to cast a comment on each design. And another thing that we're going to be doing at the end of the show is something that's going to be quite exciting. I'm very looking forward to it. So you're going to have to stay until results time to find out what exactly that is, but I know you'll stay till the end of the show anyway, because you're going to want to find out who's gone. Anyway, let's crack on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring out our first contestant today, who is Lexi Vargas, and modeling Lexi's outfits. We bring Cy White, Cy modeling the male, and Lexi is going to be modeling himself today. The female outfit, I should imagine, due to a model being sick in real life. We do get sick. So let's just read now. Okay, so in Lexi's description it says, the professor is out on the town. On his way to an important lecture, too busy to worry about fashion, he sports an easily matched leather duster coat imprinted with the classic gear print that also graces his pants and dapper top hat. A striped vest and steam-powered pocket watch adds to the proper dapper touch. And female outfit, Lexi is Miss Anna and is trying to catch the professor's eye and has matched herself to him. So, let's go over to judge number one, Wicker Merlin. And Wicker, are you all fully rezzed on Cy and Lexi?
Yes, and I can't get my eyes off him. That's so awesome.
Oh.
He's modeling it.
Isn't it cool? Love it.
I love it. It's so cool, but that's him. I really like it. But if you see, that's part of what I wanted to see. If you see the chest part, he has those technical thingies on it, and the monocles on the belt. He hit pretty much with a female. That what I wanted to, and he again, like Tatanka says it always, and it's really true. He always shows himself off in his clothing, and that's something. If you have a trademark and can create everything, and people know that it's just you and still you, that's just awesome. And the same for the male one. I love the hat. I love the coat. Then we have the monocle as well, and the textures are again really great. I really like it.
Awesome, very cool. Right, our guest judge, Barbie. Tell us what you think of the outfits that Lexi's created.
Well, first off, I'm looking at the male outfit, and I just love how clean the texture is. I mean, you can see the details where it fades, and where it actually sharpens. It's very, very nice. And I especially love the play on colors, even though we added in red and non-traditional colors. It blended very well, so it's very impressive, unique. I definitely like it a lot.
Very cool. And Tatanka. Good comments so far, Tatanka. Don't ruin it.
I totally agree with both. I was not expecting something bad from Lexi, because he always delivers, and it's his subject today. It's his special subject. I know he can do that. And the texture work is amazing in the male one, especially this part where the buttons are. You can see that the pattern is stretched. You know, I don't know the English word. Anyways, the female one is also nice. I'm not sure about the stockings, but they fit pretty good to the whole outfit. What I really love is this little weather station on the chest. I wish every woman would wear this. You can see temperature and humidity, so it's pretty nice.
Very cool. Alrighty, well, thank you, judges. Well, as always, we have Lexi with us. Lexi, hello, good to see you down in the final five this week. Some nice feedback there from the three judges for the first walk today. So how do you feel about that? And is there anything you'd like to say back to any of the judges?
Well, I wasn't really planning on making my direct. You do what you have to. And thank you, judges, for all your wonderful comments.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Very nice. Well, thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Sai. Lexi, you modeled that brilliantly well. So you guys can head backstage now. We're going to bring out our second contestant today. We welcome Thetra Blackheart, and modeling Thetra's outfits are Rhonda Pinnell and Maddox Kessner. If you just heard that sound, it was me dropping my pen. Anyway, so the description that Thetra has written today says, the fallen aviator is our modern interpretation of steampunk. Her leather aviator cap and goggles could not spare her from crashing and damaging her handcrafted wings. Belted corset is adorned by her linen and silk blouse. Her hodgepodge accessories make her unique, as all steampunk outfits do. And the engineer is the icon of classical steampunk. His traditional belted leather vest and pinstripe linen shirt accompany his leather-strapped chaps and wool pinstripe trousers. Very cool. Alrighty. So let's start again as we go into all three judges. Let's start again with Wicca. Wicca Merlin. What do you think then of Thetra's designs today?
I'm totally blown away because that's exactly what I wanted to see. It's the wings on the female outfit, it's the little rotating wheels, it's the goggles she has on there. The textures are great, as always. Then the ripped socks and the shoes, I'm sure she made them as well, because she always does. Then the male one, it's the hat, it's look at the little prims on the shoulders, I have no words how amazing that is. I'm just blown away, and I'm really, 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 really like it. Really. I'm speechless. It's just amazing.
Very cool. Very nice. Alrighty, Blackbarbie Bravin, what do you think?
Definitely echo Wicca's sentiments. I mean, that's the details, the attention to detail, and to manage to do that and still keep it sexy. That's all very impressive. And then looking at the male's outfit, I mean, that texture work is absolutely just outstanding. The monocle, the face piece, and you can see all the different hardware going up and down the chest area. It's just really, really great work.
Awesome. And Tatanka, do you agree with Wicca and Barbie with this?
I totally agree. This is amazing work, and I'm not surprised by the texture work because she always does a very, very good texture work, but I'm really amazed by the little details, the moving parts on the monocles that you can see moving textures, and this makes it dynamic, and this is really what I expect when I am talking about steampunk.
Awesome. Very nice. Well, very nice comments there for you, Thetra. Thank you, Thetra, Maddox, and Rhonda for that. You guys can head backstage now until the end of the show. I'm going to bring out contestant number 3 now, Vanessa Jinx, and modeling Vanessa's outfits are Rissa Frilla and Takeshi Kiyama. So, from Vanessa's description, it says, he travels between past and future with our design's steampunk trend. Meccano men, sleek, futuristic suit in cashmere, in stripes, metal accessories, old, give it that futuristic touch that will make you look very steampunk. And then there's Meccano girl, which Rissa is modeling for us. Chiffon beautiful dress made of leather and metal frame. Its wide skirt gives you the convention between clothing along with accessories, boots, hats, bracelets, and key metals and rope that will make you travel between time and fashion. Very cool. Alrighty, Wicca Merlin, tell me if you're all fully resed and you're seeing Vanessa's designs perfectly.
I am, and
Perfect.
I have to tell, if I may, a little story about Vanessa, because her account was stolen and she lost all her stuff, and she just got a few days ago all the stuff back to create these outfits. And if I see them with the details, with the textures, it's just amazing what she did only in a few days. And it's totally the theme, with a hat, with a donkey in the back. I'm just amazed that she could make it in such a short time after her account was stolen and closed, and she had to work on with all the new. She had to start from new, basically, and so that's incredible for the female. And let me look at the male. I didn't see the male yet. Oh, this notebook freaks me out. It's the same. He has the Zolki as well, and the grey gogglers. And it's just amazing. If you see the textures are always great from her, because she always has those 3D effect in them. And I totally love the mechanical parts. It's really great. I like it.
Very nice. Thank you, Wicca. Blackbarbie Bravin. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know what we'll do, because I mean, this is just amazing, and if someone has to go home today, so this will be very difficult. But just really looking at the outfits and the detail, I love the moving pieces and the goggles. Of course, this fits the theme. So I mean, it's just great work all around.
Very nice. And Tatanka?
Well, due to the fact that she was, I know she had only 3 days time to make both outfits, and this is very, very less. So I would wish to see a little bit better textures on the prims, but she had very less time, and she made a great job in this only 3 days. So it's quite good.
Awesome. Well, this seems like it's going to be a very difficult one today, because we've had perfect comments all the way through. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Rissa and Keshi. You guys can head backstage. Now, before we bring the next contestant out, I would just like to say again, and just let you know about the little surprise that we've got coming up at the end of the show. So what's going to happen, if you're a regular viewer, you'll know that at the end of the show, we bring out all the models and all the contestants right back onto the stage. Well, as we're down to the final 5, somebody, not me, thought that it would be cool to have a little bit of fun with it this week, as we're down to the last 5, so we figured we could do something. So, what's going to happen is, here at the theatre, the Cult District, the Art Couture Theatre where we are, there's 5 numbers, okay? There's little circles here on the stage. There's 5 numbers, 1 to 5. Each contestant, what's going to happen is at the end, we're going to bring each contestant out one by one, and they're all each going to stand on one of those numbers. And to put it simple and in a nice way as possible, whoever is not coming to next week's show shall be dropped through a very dramatic trapdoor. Not my idea, so don't blame me, but I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be great. Anyway, yes, that's our little surprise that we got coming up in a few minutes when we've seen our 5th. But now we have our 4th contestant out here, Maiden Ashimawa and Modeling Maiden's outfits. We welcome down to the Delagio and Sai Whitesong. Now let's just read quickly Maiden's note card, her description. It says, for this theme, the predominant colour is brown. I created for the male and female a long leather jacket. The female dress has velvet shorts with ripped torn stockings and a satin corset. To complete the dress, she made a steampunk binoculars and attached to the leg some clocks. And for the male, she designed a jacket that looks a little bit military, with a funny hat from which an arm comes out with a bulb that says, hey, I got an idea. Very cool. And on the shoulders, a special bag with tanks. Alrighty, this one sounds very fun. Let's go over to Wicca then and see what you think. Wicca.
It will be damn hard today. It's amazing. I would not have expected that, because I know that Maiden goes very, very much in details, and if you see at the, you learned me the word gogglers of the female. She has those little wheels on them, and all these little chains, and the textures are, again, just amazing. At this place, thank you for the answer that you stepped in so fast and modeled Maiden's outfit, because we had one model short because she was ill. And let me just see the outfit size. There's the hat with the I just love it. And the back part with the gas thingy. I love it, and I'm scared. I don't want to be a judge anymore today.
Oh, well, you've got to be so tough.
I don't want to.
Nah. Okay, let's go over then to Barbie. Barbie, what do you think?
Well, once again, I mean, very creative, great work. I really like the way the details that went into both outfits, and especially the light bulb going on with the hand wrapped around it. Very unique, but definitely aligned with the theme. So, my hat's off, definitely.
Very cool. And Tatanka?
I have the same problem like Wicca has. I don't want to judge today because it's so difficult. All are amazing, and if I look at all those details and these little highlights everywhere and this texture work, it's just amazing. And I'm really scared of making any decision today.
Well, unfortunately the decision has got to be made, but still some great comments again by the judges. Thank you, Maiden. Thank you, Dancer. And Sai, you can head back stage now. We're going to bring out our fifth and final contestant of today's show. We welcome Vixen Dagger and modeling Vixen's outfits. We welcome back Rhonda Pennell and Maddox Kessner. The male outfit is called Clockwork Dandy, and the female outfit is called Clockwork Cabaret. Both outfits are designed to complement one another with corresponding patterns and tones of browns, rust, and clockwork adornments. Very cool. So there we are. We welcome Maddox and Rhonda on the stage, and Vixen's coming in through too. Alrighty, so let's go over to Wicca Merlin then. Wicca, is everything rest fine? Can you see it all?
Yes, everything's dressed fine, and I can see all. And first of all, again, Vixen is a texture queen. That's for sure. If you see the trims, how they are textured, of the dress of the female, and with a hat and all the stockings with a little. She's really a genius with texturing. That's for sure. What I miss a little bit is all those technical parts. It's very simple. And comparing to the others, I miss those wheels and all the funny stuff in there. Let me come over to the male. It's really hard on the notebook, Jesus. I didn't have that in ages. Again, the texture for the male is amazing. But like I said, I miss a little bit of these gadgets. I love the textures a lot, but the others had all the funny gadgets on the outfits and those details, all those extremely steampunk details. So I don't know.
Alrighty. Well, let's go over to Barbie then. Barbie, what do you think?
I do agree with Wicca. It doesn't have the pieces, but that texture is, oh my goodness, that's one of the richest textures I've seen. It's gorgeous. Definitely very steampunk, and I love the way that she set it into the very details all the way down the chest lines. And the same for the male. It's just absolutely, that's amazing.
Alrighty, thank you. And now to Tatanka. Tatanka, what do you think?
Yes, the texture work is amazing. Even I have to agree with Wicca. I miss a little bit the prim parts, because it's typical for the steampunk to have all these metal parts and technical things on the body and mixed with the body. But the texture work is amazing as always.
Alright, thank you. Alrighty, so I think we have Vixen with us here, who might be able to say a few words. Hello, Vixen. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello,
yeah,
you
I'm
are.
here.
Good to see you again in the final five this week. Is there anything you would like to say in response to the three judges' comments they just made?
What happened was I had a total comp meltdown, and I had to totally reprogram my computer in less than 24 hours and redo all the textures and everything by scratch, including templates. So everything I had pre-made for the other outfits would not complement these. So I had to basically work from scratch from the get-go with not a lot of time. So this is what I came up with in less than, I want to say, 24 hours.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Vixen. Thank you, Maddox. Okay, and Rhonda. Now, if Vixen you can head backstage, please. And if the models could all come out, Rhonda, Maddox, if you can make your way up the staircase. If all the contestants can stay backstage, but the models come out, please. This is now coming up to the end of the show. So we've seen all 5 contestants today. We've seen their outfits and seen what they can do. I'm just watching here to see actually if all the contestants stay backstage, and I had a feeling they wouldn't. Anyway, so alrighty, so what's going to happen is this week, we've already mentioned we've got a nice surprise coming up. What's going to happen is we're going to line all the contestants up on the numbers here, which are behind me. There's 5 little circles. Each contestant is going to be standing on one of the numbers, and the contestant that is leaving the show this week, I shall press my little magic button with dramatic effects, and I don't think we've got any dramatic music, so I'll have to create it myself. And the person that actually drops through the trapdoor shall be the contestant that is not returning to the show next week. So there we go. That's the way we're going to do it this week. It's going to be something nice. It's going to be something fun. So to drag this out a little bit longer, let's go to our judges today, our 3 judges, and let's see what they actually made of what they saw. So let's go first then over to Wicker. Wicker, hello. So were you impressed with what you saw today in the contestants?
I definitely was, and it's got hard. It's so damn hard. I don't know. They were all great, so we really will have a hard time.
Okay, alright, Barbie, what do you think? Your first experience here being a guest judge on the show. We said at the beginning of the show that you are a regular viewer of the show, so what did you think today, actually being here? Difficult?
Actually being here is exciting as well. I mean, it was expected for them to blow it away, because just watching as the show developed and as everyone, became more and more and more in tune with what was happening. I expected it, but I didn't want to be the person to to make that decision. But definitely it's impressive, and it's wonderful work.
Alrighty, thank you. And Tatanka, what did you think then this week? Did they impress you?
Oh, they did, and even the ones who had problems and account issues and stuff like this, they did an amazing job, and they improved so much the last few weeks. It's amazing.
Alrighty, well, thank you, judges. I'm just trying to see. Now I'm just getting the judges' results. They're trying to talk amongst themselves on who is actually going to believe in the show today. Let's just say as well a big thank you to our models today. Dances Elagio, who stepped in today because of a model was actually sick in real life. Sai Whitesong, Rhonda Pinnell, Maddox Kessner, Rissa Frilla, and Takeshi Kiyama. Thank you, models. Alrighty, so let's see. Let's bring all the contestants out. Let's bring the contestants out one by one then, please. I'm not actually sure if you've been allocated numbers, but if not, do stand on one that is empty, basically. So let's welcome all the contestants, 5 contestants out onto the stage of who we've seen today. And whilst they come out, I will check again to see if the judges have a result. So let me explain again what is going to happen. Let me explain what's going to happen. The contestant that is basically leaving today's show shall be dropped through a trapdoor. I can't say it any more simpler than that, basically, I mean, but don't worry, it's a soft landing underneath. There's a few mattresses and things, so they will have a soft landing. It's not like they're going to be landing on brick. So it is going to be good for them. So don't worry about them being injured. Alright, so let's bring out our contestants then. Let's bring out Lexi Vargas first, who was the first contestant we saw. Lexi, if you can come and stand on pad number 1, please. which is behind me and to the left. Lexi, we saw your outfits first today, who was modelled amazingly by yourself and Cy White Song. Alright, contestant number 2 we saw today was Thetra Blackheart. Thetra, if you can come stand next to Lexi on the number 2 circle, please. There you are, walking down here. Oh, God, you all look so nervous. Let's bring out contestant number 3, Vanessa Jinx, who actually had an amazing story, as, like Wicca said, had problems with her account, had her account stolen, so only really had 3 days to create something today. But it did an amazing job with what she created. So if you can stand on pad number 3, please, Vanessa. If you can stand directly in the center of it, that would be great. There we go, perfect. Alright, 4th contestant, Maiden Ashimawa. Maiden, can you come back out, please, and stand next to Vanessa on the number 4 circle. And there we are, thank you, Maiden. And now finally, our 5th and final contestant was Vixen Dagger, who we saw tonight. Vixen, if you can come and stand on pad number 5, right at the end next to Maiden, I would very much appreciate it. Alrighty, I see Vixen backstage, but I don't see movement. So anyway, whilst we wait for Vixen to come down here to stand on pad number 5, let's just go through our sponsors today, because the show wouldn't be on without their help. I am a modelling agency, Fine Smith Designs and Miss Ebony International. And also, let's remind you, as we do each week, all the designs that you've seen on this show and past shows are available up for sale at the Cult District Sim at the Cult District Mall. You can go in there and you can go to the little section and see all the outfits that you have seen today. Alrighty, I have the results. So let me tell you what's going to happen. So basically, the person who is going to go home and not returning next week is going to fall through the trap door. Now, who is that going to be? I'm going to have fun with this one. Okay, I've got my little HUD. Let's just make sure I don't click a button accidentally and you accidentally fall. Alrighty, so the person who you see drop through the floor is the person who is going home. So let's start off then. We've got Lexi here, we've got Thetra, Vanessa, Maiden, and Vixen. Ladies, gentlemen, stand by. So the person who drops is going home, and I am going to do that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what do you know? None of them have actually opened. And there's a reason for that. It's not a technical difficulty, because nobody is going home this week. Nobody is being eliminated from the show this week. Therefore, I don't get to have fun playing with my little toy. But I'm going to anyway. I'm going to drop you all through. Oh, look at it! It's great, and it looks great behind me as well. So congratulations, all of you. Knees drop. Vixen, how did you get back up there? Get back down. Vixen! Isn't that amazing? Vixen seems to be like... I'm just going to have to keep pressing Vixen, so it looks like she's actually gone down. Alrighty, so, sorry Vixen. Yeah, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. The decision is nobody's actually going home this week, but next week, apparently 2 are going to be going home. So let's just go over now to Tatanka. And whilst I have fun trying to put Vixen down this hole, I don't know why she's not going down. Okay, Tatanka, what's the theme for next week's show, please?
I think it's time to make some really difficult things. I want to see some couture stuff made with latex and vinyl. So I want to see both fabrics, latex and vinyl, because then we can see how they will work with real difficult highlighting and shadows and make it very shiny and stuff like this. And this might be an amazing challenge.
Awesome, very nice. Vix is just not going down this hole. I'm just pressing the button and she's just not going. She's flying now. I'm sorry, Vixen, I'm beating you up badly here on stage. Well, thank you to Tanka. Thank you to all the contestants. Thank you to the models. Thanks for you, the viewers. Guest judge Blackbarbie Bravin, thank you for coming on the show this week.
Thank you for having me.
I just want to try something now, so make sure you join us next week, same time, live here on Metaverse TV, 3 p.m. SLT next Wednesday. You can also catch the recording and all the past shows over on MetaverseTV.com, and in the shows tab you'll see the Claim the Fame section. Now, I know most of them are down the hole, but let's just go for a dramatic finish and actually see if the smoke comes back up for the ending. Yes, it does. Great. I hope you're catching this on camera. We will see you same time next week, but for now, bye-bye.